Welcome. The Fresh Air is Overrated, the weekly source for anything gaming with Wild Matt and Curbs. Against Aaron.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yo, welcome to Fresh Air is Overrated. It is June the 23rd. It's almost July. I almost said July because they're that close. I'm all Matt. Curbs is here today.
I am.
But he's not on camera, as you can see right
I'm
now.
not. Or you can't see.
Sure. But you can see that he's not here, is what I'm saying. Thanks.
Yeah. You got to add these two to the intro, by the way.
Yeah, but that requires work. Have you seen that intro? Have you seen that intro?
How old is that intro? 6 years?
No, maybe not that old. Like 4 or 5, something like that. It's pretty old. 6. It might be 6. Anyways, hey Steiner. Yo.
Hello.
That's your name. And Leland, or whatever the hell he wants to get called.
Yeah, whatever. I'm the artist formerly known as Jokers. I'd like to say hello to everybody. What's up?
Yo. All right, so there you go. Anything fun happened this week before we get on to business?
It was my birthday on Monday.
Oh, happy
So
birthday.
that's cool.
Happy birthday.
Other than that, not really.
What'd you
My
do?
daughter's birthday was on the Sunday, on the 19th.
Sunday.
Nice.
What'd you do?
Daughter. What did I do?
Yes.
I was boring and I did nothing.
Did you watch wrestling?
Did I? Yes. Did
That's
I?
a good birthday right there.
I kind of did something small on Saturday, but not really. I didn't really tell anyone it was my birthday, so.
Monday Night Raw.
They don't just know. Your family doesn't just know. It's your
No,
birthday?
my friends. Some of them knew. Some of them. I just didn't say
Your
anything.
friends, okay.
Filling
Yeah.
up my
I don't know.
mic over here.
I didn't feel like celebrating this year, so.
I kind of feel the same way about birthdays. I like celebrating like actual like stuff worth celebrating. It's like I came out of my mom's vagina, yay. Good stuff. It's good stuff.
Right.
Interesting way of looking at it. Are you sure you came out of your mom's vagina?
Well, I can't confirm anything, but probably.
Could have come out of your
You
dad's.
weren't like cesarean or something.
No, I was not. That's for sure. All right.
Any hoozles.
Anywho, so the site's down. It's gone forever. That the site that existed is gone. I'm not even gonna bother with it. So I'm gonna bring up a new site soon, probably in like
What?
a week or two.
Wow, I didn't even know that.
It happened. I was updating a plugin over the weekend. Then I went back to the site and it was not working at all. So I just said fuck it, because I fixed a problem like that before and it takes a couple hours to actually fix it. So I'm just like fuck it. I'm not gonna do it. So there you go.
I was gonna say you had to change the schedule on the site, but the site doesn't even exist anymore.
No,
So.
but you can still find us everywhere. iTunes, all that good stuff. We're still on the internet right now. And as for this show right now, like I can't believe I never even talked about this the whole time that we've been back. But like, what's my plans for the show from here on out? Really, is just what you see right now is what it's going to be for a while, and then from there on out, it's going to evolve into something. Who knows? But I don't really plan on doing too much with it, except just what I'm doing right now. Are you good with that, Curbs? Is that a good plan?
No, I want to protest. No, this is fine, man.
Well, you're the one that lives in.
Occupied FAIOR.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're the one that lives in
I
Toronto and
am
you can
for
actually do stuff.
25%.
Go to like Ubisoft and go like threaten them to do like something. I don't know.
Threaten.
Good
Yeah.
idea.
I'm gonna go there with my
Well, I don't even know who works there
intimidating-
anymore. Like
intimidating.
there was a few people you could go like, hey, I recognize those people. I could talk with them, but no, like they're all gone. Anyways. No, I don't know. This is just what's gonna be a while for. This is just what it's gonna be. The show for a while, anyways.
It's a combination of multiple shows that you used to do. So.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what the show used to be too. Is just we just talked about shit at first, and then it evolved into other shows. Anyways, games we're playing. Who wants to start it off?
That would be sure. I don't care.
Okay, I'll go because I played like an hour of Uncharted. I haven't
How did
really
you
had
like that
time.
hour?
It was better than the first 2 hours because a little bit more got unveiled about his like childhood and stuff. So
okay.
Was
thought
he
you meant you
molested
played-
by his
no.
brother?
no,
No,
not by his brother.
that was my
anyways.
guess. Not by his brother.
What? Oh man,
Nathan Drake explains
that's
so
a-
much.
That's all you've played?
Yeah, that is all I played this week.
Oh, I haven't been playing much either. I played MLB as usual. Crap, I wrote it down. Pokemon for a little bit, red version on my 3DS, and last night I started playing Stick of Truth again, trying to finally get past Jimmy, and I did it. I fucking did it.
You're
How
super
far
far
are
now.
you?
You might as well stop playing.
Yeah, I might as well. How far? I just passed Jimmy, and now I'm stuck on another, like, pretty much 2 fights later. I'm stuck. I keep dying. So
RPG Pro right here.
I'm fighting some guy
Curbs.
that kind of sounds like Bane.
Bane. Okay.
Basically, you fight Jimmy in Jimmy's basement, and then you got to go back upstairs, and I'm just on the main floor. So
Man, it's a
didn't-
good
I
thing
didn't
it's
get that
not
far.
like Final Fantasy 3 or something. Really be screwed.
I think I'm just under leveled, but I can't leave the area to train more. So if you can even train in that game, I don't even know if you can train or grind or whatever. Anyways, yeah, that's what I've been playing.
Good stuff.
I've been playing some Destiny for reasons I'm not entirely sure on, but was having a fair bit of fun. So
You just shoot things. It's mindless fun. It's
Yeah.
all right.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I was streaming some Dragon Age Origins. Played about 2 or 3 hours of that. It's slower than I want it to be. It's like it's just taking a long time to go through everything you need to be going through, and there's not much fighting. And when there is fighting, it's very, I guess you have to actually think about what the fuck you're doing. So it's just like slow in the
complete
battle.
opposite
I
of
try to,
Destiny.
yeah. Like I try running into battle and just killing them, but no, I just get fucking slaughtered. And I'm like, okay, I actually have to do this slow and lure some motherfuckers in, set traps, and this, that, and the other. And then I started a GTA Online character. Why, I'm not entirely sure. Again, I've never gone on to the GTA Online shit, so I was just kind of interested.
It's fun if you've got a lot of people to play with.
Yeah.
That PC community must be all right.
No, that was on PS4.
All right.
So yeah, like they forced you, like I chose to do the tutorial, so they make me do a race. I don't know if that's typical. And then they made me go do a drug pickup or something like that. So I'm in the middle of the drug pickup, and apparently it's like I'm chasing down someone, or is that because I shot the drug dealer in the face and he ran off? I don't know.
If I remember right, after that you should just be opened up to like whatever you want to do.
Okay. Because yeah, I'm chasing down a drug dealer that's like on the other side of the island that keeps moving. So I'm like, I don't have time for this right now. So I kind of just shut it down. And
I honestly did not like GTA 5 that much. I liked 4 better.
the main game, I was quite happy playing through and fucking around with. And
I did
doing
not
whatever.
finish it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Well, I
I've been
haven't finished
playing
it yet, but
I've been playing so much of 5 that I don't even remember what 4 was like, so I can't.
Nico, do you want to go bowling? That's
Yeah.
all.
Well, I remember that part, but like in terms of how the gameplay was, like how it felt, how it
They're
handled.
very similar. Like
I know they're similar, but they are.
I feel
are
like the
different.
cops are more aggressive in 5. But that might just be me. Who knows?
I haven't even gotten to the point to have pissed off the cops. I actually tried to, like,
sometimes
play
you just
the game.
stand there and
Right.
even if you just walk next to them, they'll get pissed off and pull out their guns. I don't know. That was my experience with 5 anyways.
It's only if you're using the black character.
I guess so. I guess so. He might have a point. He might have, no, he might have a
racist.
point. It's fucking
just-
GTA. It's fucking Rockstar. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be
I
surprised
think,
if the cops are more aggressive when you're that guy.
I actually think Game Theories did a video about that.
Were you a black character?
Yeah, you're 3 characters in that
Oh,
game.
okay. Oh, you know,
Single
but
player.
were you that character at that time, or what?
I don't remember.
Yeah,
You might have
that
been.
would be kind of funny.
Well,
Horribly
I've,
racist game.
I've been playing one game, and that game is Trials of the Blood Dragon. It's
Oh, you got it?
Yeah, I did. It's the spiritual successor to Blood Dragon Far Cry 3, and it's really fun. Guys who did the same soundtrack, Power Glove, all the tracks are pretty awesome. Retro wave, nostalgic 80s tunes. Yeah, it's super fun. I'm only maybe like a third or half of the way through the game, and it's just fun. There's not a lot of emphasis on like getting through the track all that much because each level is so like fun to look at and to see all the references and stuff. So I've been really digging it so far.
Okay, well, I was gonna say, I feel like the last 2 trials were kind of eh. Like, do you think it's an alright Trials as far as Trials go?
This is my first Trials game ever, so I don't
alright.
have a frame of
Okay.
reference. But what I've been playing so far, it's just really, really fun.
Because
So it's better than how they introduced it at E3, right? Because that was pretty lame.
What?
Or am I thinking of a different game?
no, I
They
think you're
came out
thinking about
in zebra print fucking
Yeah.
track shoots and like had an awesome Power Glove soundtrack in the background.
Oh, have you seen that?
I thought it was a little
the
much.
intro of The Simpsons. You know, the couch gag, and it was pretty much like Miami Vice, and it kind of looked like Blood Dragon or Far Cry.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that intro? You should look that up
No.
if you've never seen that. It's like the best fucking couch gag I've ever fucking seen on The Simpsons. It's legit. All right, it just made me think of Blood Dragon and all that stuff, all that 80s goodness. All right, let's go to new releases right away. I moved this up because I figured let's just get out of the way, all this stuff out of the way, because there's not much. Drawful 2 is out on all the new systems and the PC. We're going to play that on the after show. If you want to stick around, play that on your phone or your browser, wherever. Join along on the stream. Grand Kingdom, I assume that's an RPG. I have no idea. It's out on the PS4 and the Vita. Mighty Number 9 came out this week on pretty much
Finally,
everything.
Jesus
Finally.
fucking Christ!
Finally. I was excited when they first announced this
when
game.
they first announced it, and then they delayed
Yeah.
it, and then they delayed it,
The
and then
delays
they
were
delayed it.
the delays didn't really, they weren't an issue for me. It's just the game does not look that great. So there you go. But
Yeah.
it was supposed to come out on the 360, and that one's delayed for some reason. Couldn't get past certification. Maybe there's a bug in it or something. This game, I don't know what it is either, but I just wanted to say it. Electronic Super Joy. That sounds like it could be an alright game, just based on the title. PS4. I assume that's a digital game. MXGP2, the official motocross video game, is out on PS4, PC, and Xbox. And Umbrella Corpse. Umbrella Core or Corpse, however you
Core.
say that. And then that's on the PS4 and the PC. And that's the game that does not have the Resident Evil name on it, but it's a Resident Evil game. But it sucks probably because it doesn't have Resident Evil on it. That's how confident Capcom are about Umbrella Corpse. It's like I don't know if it's a tactical co-op game or a tactical PvP game. I'm not sure. Not much gaming news, so let's run down this real fast to...
It's amazing how after the week after E3, it's just
there's never anything.
nothing.
Yeah, it's the way it always is.
Yeah.
So Counter-Strike Go went on sale 50% off, and you can't gift it to people. So there you go.
I guess it's just to make sure you get new.
Well, there's a
people,
lot
but
of
then
like
it doesn't make any sense either because
Well,
if you're gifting to someone.
there's like a
getting
lot of
someone
third
else.
parties that buy keys, right, and then they resell it, and they said the justification from Valve was they said whoever doesn't actually buy the game, they tend to not stick with it, which is bullshit. That's bullshit. I don't care if I have a game for free or I paid $60 for it. I'll play it as long as it's good. Like Assassin's Creed, the first one.
There's the as long as it's good.
Yeah, Assassin's
The
Creed
community
1,
in
I did not pay for that
Counter-Strike
game.
Is like if you didn't start playing it 10 years ago, you're not going to get into the community properly now.
Well, I Go was a good entry point. I mean, if you because I wasn't a huge Counter-Strike dude growing up.
Okay, you're saying like your experiences on the PS4.
No, I played it on the PC.
You did? Okay.
Yeah, I had both. Was that one of the cross-buy games, or was that something else?
I don't think it's a cross. I don't think it's a cross-buy, but I don't know that for sure.
No, because it was a PS3 game. Go was a PS3 game. It was a cross-buy game.
Okay.
Yeah. That's when they were doing the whole Steam on PS3 thing, and they were like, you can use your PS4 or your PS3 login on Steam. Yeah, what a weird time. Anyways, Firefight mode is out on Halo 5 June 29th. If you have Halo 5, there you go. A mode that's been in Halo forever is back in it. Good stuff. The Steam Summer Sale is on right now. Hey, who added that? I had no idea.
That was me.
The games you already own. The games you already own. You can buy them again.
What the fuck?
Just in time for me to build my desktop. That's the problem I have
with the summer sales is that most of the time it's always the same games. It's always the same shit.
Well, it's everything on the entire fucking library.
So obviously it's going to be the same thing.
Yeah, but it's always like, hey, get these id games.
There's always good deals though, man.
Get these Ubisoft games.
Well, I just got the Game of the Year edition of Mordor, whatever the hell the Lord of the Rings one.
Oh, Shadow of Mordor.
Shadows of Mordor. Yeah, Shadow of Mordor. That sounds right.
I'll go look at it after. It might actually some stuff.
This is $13 Canadian, so if you are in the States, then it's like $9 or something.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good
for the Game of the Year edition. So it comes with all the DLC and everything, so it's pretty decent price, I think.
It's Battlefield. Oh wait, no, I'm an idiot.
No, Origins, motherfucker, Origins.
I started saying it, and I'm like, nope.
Origins does have a sale on right now as well, but it's not.
I know one of the expansions.
They don't have as many games.
It's free right now.
Which one?
Yeah, it's
Second Strike.
Yes, they've been giving them out as freebies or on the houses for a while, like one a month for the past 3 months or something like that.
I just don't have Battlefield 4, so.
Yeah, so I have Battlefield 4, so I have 3 of the 5 DLC packs now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, well. How many came with that pass at the beginning? Was it 3 or 4?
I don't know.
The season pass thing.
I never got.
I thought it was only for Battlefield 4. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it was 4 of them, and then the last one you had to buy separately. I don't remember. Anyways, here's how short of news I am this week. Sony has finally agreed to pay the Linux lawsuit from last generation PS3. So. Hey, if you want to get $55, there's a forum somewhere on the internet you can go and get $55 for free if you have a PS3 fat, the original one.
I got one of them.
That's the only PS3 I have. The only one. Yeah. It still works.
I have 3 PS3s. I just have 2 Slims and the old, I guess the backwards compatible with PS2 hardware based one.
Hey, this is going to be a short show.
You helped me take apart a PS3 fat once to get a game out after a yellow.
We did it on the stream. That video doesn't exist anymore.
Oh, that's
gone forever.
That's unfortunate.
It might be on YouTube, but I don't know. Was that when we played Cards Against Humanity?
I don't remember. I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't remember.
We just did a regular show.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's go to MMA news real quick. CM Punk is going to be fighting Mickey Gall at UFC 203 now. We'll see if that actually happens.
He's going to lose.
Well, we'll see if it actually happens.
Okay.
But, yeah, that's the schedule for 203 right now. Bellator 157, Dynamite 2 happens tomorrow. That's the the MMA cross kickboxing event where there's a ring and a cage in the same spot, and they just do the two things. Jackson is back. Rampage is back at this event, back at Bellator. He's happy about having his sponsors.
Yeah, no shit.
Mm-hmm. And the event he was at Montreal sucked, so for UFC. All right, hey, the UFC got sold this week, maybe.
Maybe entirely, but yeah.
Nothing came out officially yet, but
yeah,
there you go.
And the UFC apparently is threatening to sue a bunch of
people reporting
journalists.
Yeah. Dave Meltzer, you've been reporting news forever. How dare you, Dave Meltzer?
I don't how do you do that? Unless it's not true, you can't actually sue someone about it. You can sue them for slander. You can't sue them for fucking scooping a story. I don't know how stupid the UFC is on this, because this is the 3rd time in a month that they've
they
been
don't.
fucking
They're
around
not
with
very.
journalists.
Yeah, they're not very media friendly. Apparently, they don't seem to.
Well, it
like
is
that
Dana
kind of
White.
stuff.
That's
No, I don't
being-
think it's Dana White that's being the dick. I think it's the Fertittas. I think they're out of touch with
Dana
how
White
shit
was
works.
there when they threw out what's his
No, he was there. Yeah, of course, because you have to realize Dana White is the face. The Fertittas aren't gonna do anything. They send Dana to do it.
to do it. Okay, fair enough.
Yes. So like Dana was not happy with doing that. I'm sure because he might not exactly love him, but he didn't want to kick him out at the same time, especially not at the fucking main event. He would have done it earlier if he actually wanted to do it.
Mhm.
Dana, anyways. But and then he can go at the events anyways. Right now, Ariel, he's allowed back in, so who cares?
Well, it's
That whole
because
thing
there's
was
no way in
stupid.
hell they could have. The only thing they could have maybe have done was just not let him get press passes or something like that. Which okay,
He could
fair
have
enough.
bought his
but-
way in, but yeah,
Exactly.
And he's too connected now. Like the fighters actually love him, so like everybody's gonna talk to him anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 100% of it is being sold. That's Dana's stocks, the Fertitta stock, and whoever else. There's another company that's
But, yeah, like
involved.
Dana owned just shy of 9%.
It was 8% or something like that. Yeah.
It was 8.7 or something stupid. It was some weird fucking number.
And it's 4.5 billion. That's I don't know if that's a lot.
I heard
or...
4.2.
Yeah, it's probably a little bit lower.
I heard 4.2 billion, but the thing is, the Fertittos bought it along with Dana there in '93 for $2 million. So you're talking
And-
4.2 billion
Yes.
to 2 million. That's
Plus
a
all
lot
the
of fucking money over 26
Plus
years.
all the money
For
they
s-
made, because since they've been on Spike, like I'm pretty sure they've been making money. Before Spike, like it's debatable, but like since Spike, they've probably been making a good amount.
Yeah, the year of the first Ultimate Fighter, they still took as a loss. But every year after that,
Oh, but
they made money.
ever since it's been on Fox, like for sure they're making money.
Oh, fuck yes.
Yeah. They don't pay the fighters a lot.
Yeah.
All
yeah.
that good
And that's
stuff.
one of the interesting things of what likely will happen is that this conglomerate, me speak good English.
Yes.
These groups or these companies that are actually buying the UFC will likely get in. Like they'll have Dana there for probably a year, and then they'll get rid of them, and they'll likely bring in somebody who used to like run the NFL, the NHL, or the NBA type thing to actually make a fighters union to actually have all this proper shit to be
Well, so
taken to the next level of legitimacy. Because even right now, like you do have fighters that don't make enough money to eat, that fight 3 times a year, and they don't make enough money to do to pay all the shit they need to pay out for coaching and gym
well,
memberships.
so here's
or
the
what
thing, like
fuck
it's
ever.
if
And then still be able to buy food.
if the winning bid is true, it's a Chinese firm, so I don't know if they're interested in doing any of that. It might be forced upon them sometime, but like I don't see that happening anytime soon. If it is a Chinese
from
firm.
what my understanding, it was multiple companies all coming together. To
Yeah,
do
yeah,
it.
yeah. But it's
Wasn't just
mainly
one.
It's mainly Chinese.
Maybe like I don't know
It's
what
a, it's a
percentages
Chinese
were, but-
media firm. It's like
Yeah.
what are they called? I forget what it's called. But yeah, one of their plans would be expanding into China, obviously, like WWE is
Yeah.
doing right now. Oh,
But
yeah.
the thing is, you're talking about China. You're talking about it's a socialist country, so there's a lot of shit that would be different. Then again,
Well, the UFC already has a presence there, so like if they can actually like
A
broadcast
present,
everything,
sure,
and-
but
yeah, because they had Tough there and
yeah,
a bunch of stuff. Anyways,
was that in China? Or
yeah,
was that
yeah, that was in China with Kung Lee.
in China?
Yeah,
Okay. No, yeah, okay.
and the fights sucked at the finale, and that was an awesome Tough. All right, and then GSP came out this week on MMA Hour saying that he's willing to come back, but that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah. Oh no. His exact words is he's ready to come back, and then it comes down to
The contract,
Money.
pretty much, yeah.
yeah. Well, because again, the Reebok deal really fucked over. Like GSP was getting a few $1 million a year from Under Armour alone, and now he doesn't get that money.
And he wants to
So-
fight Bisping for the title. So
Yeah, that There was 2 fights that he was talking about. One was Bisping, and then I can't remember who the other one was. It may have been Lawler, but I doubt it. He was also even talking about going down to lightweight and whatever as well. Do all 3 divisions. But yeah, I think Bisping, because Bisping called out GSP for something, saying that GSP's camp tried to contact him, but GSP's camp never did. So it was Bisping trying to make a fight, get the money. Because if he fights GSP, man, that's some fucked up money for both of them.
Yeah. I love GSP, and he had that show on history where he's like he just
paleontologist.
Yes. I watched some of that. It was all right, and he seems like an interesting dude. I would love to hang out with him, but like, I'm tired about hearing about him maybe fighting or not.
Yeah,
like it should be like Brock Lesnar, just like bam, he's fighting. There you go. We're ready.
Well, that's another thing though, is with Brock, they took away that 4-month testing, whatever. Are they going to do that for GSP?
I imagine that they would, because here's the reason that they gave that, for waiving that, is that he retired before that rule was in place, and GSP retired before that even. So
yeah,
I'm sure that they could do an exemption for him. Yeah,
but that whole thing is somewhat stupid to begin with. But.
He's just going to get tested 5 times in a week. That's all.
Yeah, which is what happened to Brock.
Yeah. All right. Before we go on to WWE and wrestling news, let's talk about person of interest real quick. Talk about some TV stuff. We can lump everything in here if anybody wants to talk about TV. Did you watch Person of Interest?
No.
Oh man, it's done. It's over.
Good.
It is over. But
you and May were talking about that shit like fucking.
That show was
3 or 4 years ago.
That show was amazing.
I tried watching it and I fell asleep every fucking time. That show was not amazing.
Jesus was fucking up people.
I never gave it a chance.
And then the leader of the leader of the others was controlling the guy. Jesus, come on.
The others from Lost, or the others from Lost? Game of Thrones?
No, from Lost. Get the fuck out of here, Game of Thrones.
Then I'd watch it.
But so I'll talk about it because the ending was so anticlimactic. Like it's not a spoiler. Like there's 2 competing machines. They beat the machine at the end. Pretty much everybody fucking dies, but there's still an opening at the very ending for another season. So there could still be another season. But Jesus is dead in this, so I don't really want to watch it anymore if they do bring it back next season, because I love Jesus so much.
I could really care less. I tried getting into. I actually gave that show a chance. And
what's that movie that he was in where he was talking to his dad in the future with the radio waves? Frequency, yes. Mm-hmm.
That was a good movie.
It was a good movie. And the sergeant from Brooklyn Nine-Nine's in it. It's funny going back and watching stuff and being like, oh shit, everybody's in this. Like I know everybody now in this movie, when I would have had no idea back then. All right, Big Brother's back. Are you gonna watch it? Is anybody gonna watch it?
I know my mom's gonna watch it.
Oh hey, we should have your mom on the show. That'd be awesome.
I doubt it.
While Matt and Kerb's mom talk about Big Brother. I bet she'd have fun. I bet she'd have fun. Does she have anybody she talks Big Brother with?
Maybe. I don't know.
Anyways, it came back last night. I'm gonna watch it, but you know what I did with Survivor this season? I did not watch any of it until it was done, and then I watched it in a day. So I might actually just fucking do that with Big Brother and say fuck it. Half pay attention while it's on in the background. And then somebody said Game of Thrones is dope as always, which I disagree. So.
Oh. Well, you didn't see the most recent episode.
No, because I stopped watching it. I stopped watching it after the first season.
I heard the battle.
Well, you made a horrible mistake.
No, because the second season started off so slow. I couldn't do it.
Oh my god, you have no idea how to process and intake a show.
But he could do it with what was that show called?
Fucking Big Brother and Person of Interest.
And then what's that
garbage television?
What's that fairy tale show on ABC? What's that fairy tale show on ABC again?
Who cares?
Once Upon a Time?
Or After?
Whatever the fuck. That first season, I watched the first 20 episodes, and then I stopped watching it, and then apparently got good after that. So.
No, it didn't.
No, I watch it now. I watch it now. No, the whole first season is just about the book and the kid reading the book and being like, hey, this is fairy tale shit. And like, the kid was the only one who knew that whole first season. Anyways.
$60
my
million
question-
episode. Sorry, or $10 million episode. Took
Yeah,
6
hey,
weeks to make.
HBO's fucking
So good.
amazing. Hey, I love
So
HBO. Give me shit on HBO all day, except Game of Thrones.
Oh my god. Christ, go watch Big
I've
Brother.
never actually watched any Games of Thrones either way. I don't.
Do you
I
like
would like to wait.
Do you like Silicon Valley?
What do you, the show?
Yes, the
I've
show.
never watched it.
That's on HBO here. Technically, it's Showtime in the States, but that's HBO
Yeah.
here. Yeah.
Like, I am interested in Game of Thrones, but I would be wanting to like watch the entire series as one. It's pretty much what I'm waiting for. I did the same thing with Lost. Like, I just
That probably would have been a good
there
idea
were
for
no
me.
interruptions in my watching Lost. I watched season 1 to season 6 within like a month or something like that. And
That would have been a good idea for me because the reason I was hooked to Lost so much is I didn't watch the first 2 seasons as it happened. I watched them on DVD, and then I watched it as it happened. So I was hooked. And probably Game of Thrones would be a similar situation where I was just like, ugh, I was just so frustrated. And then I had to wait a week to maybe be frustrated again or not. And then, you know, I just got fed up with that show. They killed the guy I liked at the very end of that first season. And then the second season is just like there's like pirates and stuff. I don't even remember. There's like a bunch of ships coming in at the beginning of the second season. That's the thing. It's so confusing. I don't get that show. Don't get it.
Well, on the guidelines of television, anyways. Did you watch Flash and Arrow and DC's Legends of Tomorrow, whatever the fuck they
All
called it?
great television shows.
I watched a little bit of Flash. That's
I've
about
heard
it.
The Flash is really good. I just haven't watched any DC television at all.
Flash is amazing.
Actually,
Yes,
I meant to
yes.
say I watched a little bit of Arrow. Sorry, not Flash. But
Okay.
Flash was in Arrow. That's
I just, yeah.
I'm not gonna
Maybe
lie.
the
I
crossovers.
don't. I don't watch a
Flash
lot of
was in
TV.
Supergirl for fuck's sake. So
woo.
they have that guy doing everything. And Supergirl is now actually going on to the WC, so or CW or
CW.
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 So that should be pretty good. And chances are
Home of Supernatural.
Cat's not going to be there. So
What's that
Oh,
other
season 2's
Vampire
one.
Diaries? Is that what it's called? CW? Vampire Diaries.
Yeah, is that another show you like to watch?
No, that's what the CW is. If it wasn't for this DC shows on CW, that's all that's what that station is. CW.
okay, now we don't actually watch it on the CW. So
I watch Who's
don't-
Line. That's on CW, I guess.
I watched the 100 on Netflix, and I guess that airs on the CW in the US, but I don't.
Hey, the CW is kind of
Well,
like fucking Vampire Diaries. It's just less gay, I guess, but they're similar.
It's less gay. From my understanding, it's
No, they're
ass.
just
It's just,
no, because they're you can tell that they were both like CW shows. You can tell like it's the same people running that stuff. Anyways,
Well, so no one actually watched any of the comic book shows this year.
I did.
Well,
Yes,
Walking
you did.
Dead is a comic
I
book
watched- I
show.
watched all of them.
does any of the Marvel stuff on Netflix count?
Oh
Fuck yeah, it
okay,
does.
fair enough. Daredevil, fuck yeah.
I watched Daredevil. I watched Jessica Jones last
Jones,
year.
That would have been last year. That would have been
Yeah.
November. And then Cage should be out in September.
I'm looking forward to that. Really looking forward to that.
The Netflix shit was pretty good too.
Yeah.
But I just had an issue with the way Legends of Tomorrow ended because it doesn't make any sense. But
Timey-wimey, who cares?
yeah,
It'll all-
exactly. I know.
Whatever.
but, like, how do you kill the guy 3 times? You just go back to the 50s and kill him the once, and then he's no longer there.
Eh.
But yeah,
It's because they didn't have
Timey-wimey.
they didn't have the doctor to show them the way.
but they have the dude from fucking. Okay, have you ever watched the show?
Which one?
Like Legends of Tomorrow?
No.
Because the actual dude from season 4 and 5 from Doctor Who, the boyfriend of Amy Pond,
Oh,
husband,
Six
Rory?
through eight.
6
Rory.
through 8. No, it wasn't 8. 8 was the other chick, the new chick.
Or
I think-
5 through 7, maybe.
Yeah, 5 through 7 probably sounds about right. But so he's the time traveler, and he calls himself a time master opposed to a time lord. They're like how they're scooting the fucking legal.
Where's the copyright
stuff.
claim on that?
Yeah, I know. He's a time master, not a time lord, and he goes around and fucking like, It's a spaceship opposed to a TARDIS.
What's it called? What's the show called?
Legends of Tomorrow.
DC's Legends of Tomorrow. But it's the guy from Doctor Who. Is the boyfriend.
The guy from Doctor Who. That could be anybody.
Arthur Darvill, who played Rory.
Rory.
Okay,
Is that good enough for you?
Well,
They did explain it, Matt. They did.
All right, Vampire Diaries, chill out.
They did explain it.
Sorry,
Yeah.
no, because Battle of Bots is back tonight. I'm gonna watch that.
Second season?
Yeah.
I watched a little bit of the first season. It was pretty cool. But
It's
then,
Battle Bots.
yeah,
This
I mean,
is BattleBots, so it's
BattleBots.
actual like kids make or weird.
Let's call them adults. Let's call them adults. But yeah, sure, kids.
that have no lives and apparently have their house or
No, so
garage
it's funny.
that they
One of the
just
dudes,
shit.
that was at I don't remember what his robot was. I think he made the finals or the semifinals. He was from Boston. I don't remember what his bot was,
from
but
Boston.
Boston. It was a Harvard.
Is he like
team.
Boston based?
No, but I fucking totally talk to him every fucking time I go to Boston. I was like, holy shit, he's on BattleBots. That's cool. So there you go. Oh, hey, Adam Savage is on. He's a guest judge. Good stuff. Anywhere I can get some Adam Savage, I'm in.
well,
Did you know?
Is,
Yeah, go
is
for it.
Grant Imahara
That,
battling?
I would have loved that.
Does that make sense? I guess that's how we got the hookup.
I would have loved to see him in the first season. I have no idea. I have no clue what the second season's about. So we'll see. So yeah, that's it. That's pretty much the show. All wrestling. That's right. We didn't talk about wrestling, Curbs.
Yeah, talk about wrestling. Man.
Talk about wrestling.
We almost got through.
We almost got through.
Yeah, well,
without
some
talking
wrestling
about
stuff happened this week, so we got to
the fake
talk about
version
it.
of US. Well, yeah, Money in the Bank was this week. It's a pretty decent card. Did you watch it, Matt?
Yes, I did. Yes,
Nice.
I did.
There were a couple matches on the card that I didn't really care for, but other than that, it was pretty good. A couple hours before the kickoff show started, the card kind of got swapped around, and they added the golden truth.
And they
versus
moved
Breezango.
freaking what's his name?
Corbin and Ziggler.
Yeah, Corbin and Ziggler off the pre-show. Amazing.
It was supposed to be Baron Corbin and Dolph Ziggler and Apollo Crews and Sheamus. They were supposed to be on the pre-show.
Oh.
Those two matches, and then they got moved up to the actual card.
Oh, and then Sheamus got the co-main event. Watch out.
Co-main event.
Oh no, that was Seth Rollins. Never mind.
Talking about.
No.
talking
It was
about?
no, because Rusev. Sorry, I was thinking about Rusev and Titus one.
Yeah, that I don't understand why that went on second last, but I'm just gonna run through the card real quick.
Well, I can tell you
pre-show.
after when you get to it, but I'll tell you.
The Golden Truth defeated Breezango, who had a disadvantage in this match because they had a tanning booth mishap, and they were incredibly burnt and peeling. Wrestling, guys, wrestling.
I want to know why they're so like. I want to know why they're so like devoted and have so many like storylines for like Golden Truth and Breezango. Like this has been going on for so long.
Because it's funny, and I actually like it. Lucha Dragons defeated the Dudley Boys. Don't even know why that match existed.
The Dudley Boys are
Dudley
just back
Boys
to
are still
suck.
alive.
Yeah, man, they're still wrestling, man. I think they're trying to put a new tag team over. I think that's all that was.
But the Lucha Dragons,
The
Lucha Dragons have been around for so
Dudley
long.
Boys like
I
fucking
know.
45 by now?
They're also trying to remind people that they're still around for when the draft comes.
It's 2016 now. Wrestlers wrestle into their 50s. All right, and don't
Yeah,
worry
man.
about it.
Triple H is like what 46.
Sting fucking was 50.
Undertaker's like 51, isn't he?
Yeah, and then Kurt Angle's coming back. He's what, like 49?
He might come back. Actually, that's news.
48.
Apparently, he might not come back.
And then, well, if he doesn't come back, he's still wrestling. So
Yeah. So then the Money in the actual card kicked off with probably the match I was looking forward to the most, the 4-way tag team match for the.
this thing
Tag
took
team champions.
forever.
I was okay. I was actually.
Forever.
I really enjoyed this match just because I didn't really. Whoever won, I would have been okay with. It was actually pretty cool. They built all these teams up. It was the New Day defending their titles against Enzo and Cass, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, and the Vaudevillains. And I just messed up. Okay, there we go. And the New Day retained, which was it was actually a good match just because I didn't know who was going to win.
Well,
And that's a very rare thing in modern day wrestling.
my problem is that the intro to it was goddamn way too long. Everybody talked. Everybody got to speak before the match. Just stupid. And then
that.
I didn't mind it, but why? It's fucking the vaudevillains.
Especially with
we
these
don't need to hear them talk. Fuck. And then the match was too long too. And then there's this point in the match where they were just standing there. They were just all standing in the ring for like 20 seconds doing nothing.
Hey man, wrestling.
They were getting ready for the big spot. Like you could tell what was happening.
That's pretty much what it was. There were a couple missed spots, but this match is really difficult to pull off just because of there's so many different moving pieces and.
Okay, then let's not even talk about the next match. Baron Corbin
defeated Dolph Ziggler for the 20th time.
Yeah,
didn't care about that. Charlotte and Dana Brooke defeated Natalya and Becky Lynch. This match was cool, mostly because my brother predicted the ending. We had no reason to believe that someone was going to turn heel in this match. But
here's the thing: they're women, and if you're a lady in the WWE, you all hate each other and you turn each other. That's true. Every day. It happens every day.
It was one of those things where, and I'll mention this later on as well, but it was one of those things where it's like, it could happen, but I don't know if the WWE would do this.
I heard they turned
Natalya, which was really cool.
I heard the original plan was to bring the boss back, but they wanted to do it in like a singles match and not like a tag team and have everybody like run over each other. So they did it on Raw the next night.
Which I'm okay with. And I actually kind of like Natalya being a heel is a refreshing change for her. I think she needed it. And she's probably going to retire soon anyway. So, then the next match, which, whatever.
The match was good.
It was good. It was short.
But okay, here's the problem. Sheamus does not want to be buried. And he's best friends with fucking Triple H. So he'll never be buried. So like, Apollo Crews won, but it wasn't like an amazing victory. It was just like, oh.
And not only that, I think it's just the beginning of the feud. Anyways,
we'll see.
Kind of like the next match, but I think it was really short. And it could have been the kickoff show. It should have been the kickoff show. But anyways, AJ Styles defeats John Cena via some
interference.
What's the word? No, it wasn't. Well, yeah, it was interference.
It was interference.
Controversy.
But how is it controversial? The ref was knocked out. They came in.
It's still a controversial ending. But anyways,
sorry.
Is it controversial because it's against John Cena? Is that
no? It's controversial because it's not a clean win.
Well, okay. Well, it's not controversial. It's just not a clean win.
Okay, whatever. It was a really good match. Really good match. Both, AJ Styles especially looked really strong. I thought it was booked really well.
I love how AJ is all of a sudden this guy who's like a liar all the time.
Yeah.
Like,
well, and I liked how they handled it on Raw the next night. The one thing I will point out in this was John Cena. You know, he gets a lot of hate. Mm-hmm. I'm one of those guys that I'll chirp him, but it's mostly for fun. He's actually a really good wrestler. He deserves what he has. But the thing is, he's probably the worst for this. You can totally hear when he calls him.
This was
so
bad.
Loud.
This
match was like he was so loud that AJ Styles, who usually you'd never hear speaking, you could hear him because he was trying to like talk to John, but John was being so loud. It was. In terms of that, it was pretty bad.
Just watch Botchamania and you'll see it.
If you watch it on mute, it was actually a really good match. But anyways, Dean Ambrose won the Money in the Bank ladder match. This is another one of those.
Whoa. Let me just touch upon Raw real quick.
No, I was going to get to that after.
No. Well, I'm just going to do it right now. Okay,
whatever.
So, AJ Styles, he had a podcast to do after Raw, which was the Stone Cold podcast. So he did not want to fight John Cena on Monday. So he got Carl Anderson to do it. And it was a total squash match. Anderson not even land one thing.
But I was
zero moves landed.
You know what? You're right. But I was reading Reddit, and there was actually a Reddit post about that.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of theories, quote unquote theories, going around that he did it on purpose. Like he was leading John into the ambush that was at the end of the match. He basically played possum.
I guess so.
So that the club come out. But who knows if that's true? WWE is pretty crappy at booking people.
Could have done one move. God.
Yeah, but
Dean Ambrose won. You said it. There you go.
This was another match though that anyone could have won except maybe Alberto Del Rio. So it was pretty entertaining.
You say that, but it was pretty obvious he was going to win.
I don't think it was.
Even in the interview before the match, it was pretty obvious that he was going to cash in at the end of the night. He was obvious.
That got his own solo preview. So, but but I still think it wouldn't have been shocking to see anyone else win except Alberto Del Rio. He was just there.
Mm-hmm.
The next match was another match I just don't give a crap about.
I'll tell you why this match was here. You said, why would they put this as the co-main event?
Yeah.
And I know why. It's because the WWE is stupid.
Bathroom break.
No, because the WWE is stupid and they don't think that a crowd can be hot for 40 minutes, which they're totally wrong. The crowd will just be hot when there's good shit happening. And when you put a match like that in between shit, it makes it more likely for them to not be interested in the next match, which most of the time it does happen. Like fucking Roman Reigns and Triple H at WrestleMania. Nobody cared about that match when it happened.
That's because everyone knew that Roman was going to win.
Yes.
Nobody wanted him to win.
But the match he put on beforehand was another shit match, which did not belong there.
Break, dude. It's a bathroom break.
No.
It's to calm everybody down.
They killed the crowd. Look, people were hot from the Dean Ambrose win. They should have just went straight to the fucking world title fight.
They should have, but they didn't.
Yeah.
Anyways, I like Rusev. That's not why this match. I just don't. Titus O'Neil is so boring. I'm not interested in it at all.
I was fine with the match because it was quick and short, and Rusev insulted his kids, and
I didn't even remember what happened.
That was awesome. No, he insulted his kids after. He was like, he called him a loser right in front of the kids.
That's all I remember. Like, I wasn't even paying attention
in
this
good
match.
stuff. More stuff like that should happen.
And then the World Heavyweight Championship match, where Roman Reigns defended his title against Seth Rollins. This was actually a pretty good match. I don't know if it was just me. I don't know if you felt this, but Roman Reigns was acting pretty heelish throughout the whole match.
Yeah, the whole match was Seth being a face, and
yeah, until the end where they looked like they were gonna do an injury spot, and Seth Rollins ignored the trainer and threw Roman Reigns back into the ring. I think the finish was okay.
Well, my problem with the finish is that spear into the pedigree was fucking amazing.
That was a
and then he kicked out of it, and then he did another regular pedigree, and then he won.
They did it backwards. He should have did a normal pedigree,
and then did the spear pedigree.
That spear into a pedigree was amazing.
That was like the RKO curb stomp thing.
Yeah,
that's fucking amazing.
It really was.
And they did not even do the pin. That's really a problem with wrestling now. Is just everybody does their finishers 10 times in a match.
Yeah, everyone kicks out. They're not even finishers anymore. They're just signature moves.
All right, so Seth Rollins.
So then
won.
Immediately Seth Rollins wins, and then they're celebrating, and it was one of those things where again. You kind of thought, hey, maybe Dean Ambrose will cash in, but nah, WWE would never do that. It's too early, whatever. And then I remember looking at my brother. Well, maybe what they'll do is they'll play his music, and then he'll stand at the top of the ramp and just hold the briefcase up to end the night, just to kind of like taunt Seth Rollins. But then his music hits. Seth Rollins is staring at the stage, and Dean Ambrose attacks him from behind, cashes in his Money in the Bank briefcase, and he wins. And we have a new world heavyweight. We have 2 new world heavyweight champions.
I like how every time somebody gets cashed upon, they just like stand there and they go like, no. What, you could have ran like 10 minutes ago, bro, and this match wouldn't have happened. You could have just ran with the belt. It would have never happened.
He was hurt.
He was totally fine. He was on his knees screaming like, no, don't come down to the ring the whole time.
Well, yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
You do, yeah.
Wrestling.
Maybe they're saving that story angle.
Oh, and then something else that happened this week was Roman Reigns got suspended after Raw for violating the wellness policy, which they never say what he did, so we don't know what he did.
What he did. They did know. I have read since that they did know ahead of time.
Which they knew before the pay-per-view.
Yep, which is now why I'm worried that. The reason why they did is because he does come back before Battlegrounds, the week of, actually.
I think it's a good move. I think this is awesome to not see Roman Reigns for a month.
I think that is good because, as much as I'm sick of him and don't want him to be champion, this will probably fix that a little bit. The only thing I'm worried about, though, is that they immediately put the title back on him at Battlegrounds, and that's just a waste. Like, I think Ambrose has deserved this title run. I hope he goes on for at least a couple months.
Has he deserved it?
Yeah, he's been working his ass off.
Well, okay, I agree with you. If this was before, I agree with you. If this was before WrestleMania, 100%, I'm down. But since WrestleMania, has he? Has he? No, I mean, he lost to Brock Lesnar. I mean, he hasn't really done anything. He hasn't done shit.
Who's beaten Brock Lesnar other than Undertaker?
And here's another theory about that Brock Lesnar match at WrestleMania, is that they needed to keep him healthy for his UFC fight, so they didn't do shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I remember he was facing Wyatt, right?
No, he was against Dean.
Or Dean?
What are you talking about?
At Roadblock?
No, I'm talking about WrestleMania.
Oh, Mania. Okay,
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
At
Roadblock, he did even less at Roadblock.
Yeah. I hope. Yeah, because he faced what was it, Luke Harper?
Yeah, and he threw him around like 2 or 3 times.
To be Wyatt. But no, I hope Dean retains at Battlegrounds. But ever since I found out that the WWE knew about the failed test, I'm starting to think that Dean's just holding it while Roman is suspended. So I hope I don't know. I don't know. But we'll see.
No, I can't.
You know what? I'll even be happy if Seth Rollins. I just don't want Reigns to be champion.
I think Seth would have won no matter what. I think Seth was winning.
Yeah, I think test of what?
We don't know yet.
We don't know. They never say.
So it could be anything from
weed
to steroids to.
Okay, it's steroids. They want them to be pumping themselves full of steroids. There are no actual.
It's not as bad as it used to be.
Publicly, they don't. So that's what it is.
Yeah, okay, publicly.
Front facing, they don't want.
Apparently, people behind the scenes that aren't really affiliated with the company have been saying that the locker room is actually pretty clean.
Yeah, everything
they
about.
They wouldn't be doing it in the locker room. What the fuck are you talking
that's a figure of speech. Obviously, not the actual locker room.
I know.
Why do you think wrestlers had fanny packs back in the day? It was to put all their shit in there.
I think for the most part it's true, but obviously here and there you're gonna get.
If Triple H is 46 or 47 or what, he's taking TRT.
Oh yeah, but so if you look, actually, there was another interesting post on Reddit where someone pointed out an interesting line in the wellness policy where it says regular people. It only applies to people who regularly appear. So the part-timers like Brock Lesnar,
he doesn't need to do
H, like Batista. Sorry, too much baseball.
No, well, that's his real name.
That's true. All the part-timers aren't necessarily affected by the wellness policy. So guys like Triple H could very well be doing it, or even guys that have been injured for a while, like a Seth Rollins or a John Cena who is injured continuously. I wouldn't be surprised if they use those short periods of being away to juice up. But anyways,
I'm very surprised that if they actually do real testing, that they do real testing. I'd be very surprised about that.
I think for the guys in the mid card and low card, it's probably definitely for real. But like they're big name guys, like
the only thing I would see, they're actually technically drug testing if they're checking for cocaine or opiates.
They're checking for everything.
Sure. They're checking for everything.
I don't.
Because what's his name? Adam Rose? Is that he got popped not too long ago?
For cocaine, no?
Something like that.
Like I can see them just as a company or whatever. Like if you work for any company, if they catch you doing drugs of some sort, like they have you pee in a cup or do whatever to check to see if you're on cocaine or fucking heroin or whatever. They're not.
Yeah, and they do that in WWE.
I think they've been, for the last decade, they've been fighting hard.
Ever since they went public.
Try to get rid of it. Yeah.
But again, like
because they are a public.
When you're on, like no one really takes anabolics anymore. It's all fucking done through the doctor with TRT. So everyone on that roster could be taking TRT,
and WWE might allow it.
Okay.
They might allow that.
Illegal way.
So they are still technically, in all sense of the word,
we don't
juicing.
We don't know what the wellness policy is, except that it's called the wellness policy.
Well, it is.
That's the case. If you can't find what the fuck it actually is, it doesn't really exist. It's not for what it is. Just checking to see if the dumb idiots are taking cocaine or something like that.
Let me see if I can find. I think I can find the.
There'll be documentation on it, but like it's still WWE's rule, and it's still probably like Vince McMahon at the end of the day, like deciding if he wants to suspend somebody. Mm-hmm. All right. So there you go. That's the end of the show, I think.
Yeah, nothing really happened on Raw too much. That's really coming out of my head, so...
You sure there's no more Oh, that sucks.
Oh, the no, the CWC is starting soon.
Oh yeah, the Cruiserweight Classic. It's a classic because it's the first one.
Yeah.
So Mauro
it's
Ranallo and Daniel
it's
Bryan are going to be announcing that.
Which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Something else that's pretty cool about it is that it's going to be a non-WWE contracted talent. So like people like indie guys are going to be a part of this, and it's going to be basically a recruiting thing for the WWE, I think.
And bring back the Cruiserweight Championship.
Maybe.
Yeah, come on. You're splitting up the brands. Why not?
I mean, it wouldn't be a terrible idea.
Oh, why not? And
It's better than the US title.
a lot of the wrestlers in this tournament are actually pretty cool too. Let me go down the list here because I don't remember everybody. Oh man. Oh yeah, they did a lot of the opening round matches were actually like at indie events.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I want to know is how do they decide? Because this is supposed to be what I assume to be a showcase of possible talent that they can recruit and hire.
Mm-hmm.
How do they decide who was going to win this thing?
Like
Because
Tajiri's there.
obviously it's wrestling is predetermined.
Yes.
But I'd be interesting to find out how they go about deciding which one of these guys is going to win.
Okay,
There's a
Curbs,
lot of guys in this.
I'm wrapping up this show. Fuck it, and then we're gonna go straight into after show mode.
Oh, okay.
Bye.